Am I the a-hole for not giving my baby the father's last name? Long story short, I 30F was with the father 31, am head over heels in love with him, and we planned children or life together, the whole nine. But 5 days after we discovered I was pregnant, he dumped me and hasn't really been involved since. When I asked what happened and what changed, all I got was life happened. I don't know what that means, and I don't really care to anymore. I've seen him twice since we found out in November 23, and the baby is due in July 24. I invited him to my last ultrasound, which is the second out of 2 times, and he surprisingly showed up, so we were on okay terms. He asked me if I had any names picked out for the baby, and I told him my options, which included my last name. And he said, "Wait, you're not giving the child my last name?" My response was 1, we are not married, and 2, he hasn't been there for me through this pregnancy at all. He ignores or gives me the silent treatment me for weeks, a month at a time. His response was, marriage has nothing to do with it, and he has been preparing for the baby. If I knew how, I would say, but I guess stocking up on Pampers? But me not giving his last name is crazy. I believe that marriage does play a big role in the child's last name. Not that we are to be married right away, but us building a life together or stable future together leading to marriage would be more considerable, and that's clearly not happening, and I've come to accept that. And the fact that he has been absent through my pregnancy plays a huge role as well. Pregnant women need a lot of support, and I've been navigating this all on my own. My mom passed when I was a teenager, and my father hasn't been the same since, so I don't have that kind of moral or life support. We need physical, mental, and emotional support to get through this life-changing time. He doesn't check up on us, ask if we need anything. We're pretty much out of sight, out of mind. All he said was okay, and I left the conversation with, maybe we can hyphen it. Time will tell, but he has reverted back to giving me the silent treatment and hasn't talked or answered me since. Am I really the asshole for giving the baby my last name? I feel like it's a privilege to have a child and be a part of creating and preparing for a new life. It's not just handed to someone because they want it. And if he wanted to be involved that bad so the baby would have his last name, he would. I'm a firm believer in if they wanted to, they would, so I don't get how it's such a big deal and crazy for my last name to be the given last name.